a very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. So guys, in our previous session we have covered what are all operations that we can perform in our pandas in a data frame. In our today's session we will be talking about how we can insert or delete a row or a column inside our data frames. So let's have a look on how it can be done. First of all, to work on pandas we will import pandas as PD. Once we have imported pandas as PD, I'll be creating a dictionary over here. So I have already created a dictionary. This is how it looks like. So a dictionary has 3 columns over here, that is name, feast and hobbies. In the name we have John, Peter, Lisa, David, Zida and Ben. In the feast we have 5,000, that means how much fees they have paid, that is 5,000, 4,000, 4,000, 6,500 for David. Zida has paid 5,600 and Ben has paid 3,500. Then in hobbies we have dancing, singing, art, singing and art. Okay. Let's create a data frame out of it. For creating a data frame, I'll be writing df is equals to pd dot. It's a date range. So we'll be writing data frame, and inside this I'll be passing my dictionary, that is dict. Let's print it as well. After printing, let's have a look on what output we will get. So as soon as I run it, the output basically looks like this, that we have 3 columns, that is name, fees and hobbies. Obviously we have index as well. So indexes are basically our rows, that is row number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is basically our index over here. Now what do I need to do? We need to insert and delete the rows and columns over here. So first of all, let's talk about inserting any row over here. So inserting a row is very simple. We have different methods by which we can insert a row. There is a append method as well, but in the upcoming version the append method will be removed. So we will be using the concate method, which we will be studying further. But still we will have a look on how append method work in our this session. Okay, so first of all, talking about the first method by which we can insert a value inside a data frame is, we can write df dot, we'll go to the location whose location we'll be going towards the end of the index. So right now we don't know that how many index are there, because what will happen if we have data in bulk, we don't know how much data is there if we are going to write 6 or 7. So we cannot define that what index it will be. So we need to go towards the length, or we need to find the length of the index. Suppose the length over here would be 0. So here there are, let's say we have index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have 5 indexes over here. So the length over here would be 6, because there are total 6 elements. So on the 6th index, this new value will get inserted. So but right now we know because there are only few elements over here. But if there are huge data, if there is a huge data, in that case what would happen? In that case we will not know that what will be the index over here. So for that what we can do, we can find the length of the index over here. To find the length we will be writing, so I'll be passing square brackets in len length of df dot index. So we'll be finding the length of our data frames index, and whatever the length of the data frames index, at that location we need to insert the values, is equals to, in the square brackets we'll be passing the values. Let's say the name of the new student over here is Sky, who has paid, let's say 7,000, and who is into drama. Okay, and after this let's print the data frame. So print df, and let's run and see what output we'll get. So you can see in our previous data frame the number of indexes were number 5 and the new data has not been inserted. Now let's talk about the second data frame, that after inserting a data, you can see over here we have the indexes still 6 over here. The new value, that is Sky, who has paid 7,000 fees, has been inserted, and his hobby is drama, has been inserted over here. So this is how you can insert the data. Okay, all you need to do is write df dot location. On which location we have to go? We have to go on the length of the index. That means we need to find what is the length of the index. On that location we will be inserting this new value. So this is one method. The second method, as I told you, it is a append method over here. Let's have a look on how append method works. Now the second method over here is of append. As I said, append won't be used in future, but still we will be seeing how it looks like. So for that I'll be creating another data frame. It cannot work in the similar data frame, so I will be creating another data frame, that is df1. Inside df1 we will be writing df dot append, and we need to append a value over here. For that we need to create a dictionary. I am creating a dictionary where I will be adding the values. For example, in the name would be the name of the new student is Sky, let's say, and the fees that the student has paid is 7,000, and the hobby, so is it hobbies or hobby? So we have hobbies. In the hobbies we have the value as drama. Okay. And this a, we will be passing this a in the append method. Also we will ignore the index over here. So for that I'll be writing ignore index is equals to true. It basically takes the boolean value over here, and after that we will print it as well. So for printing we'll be writing df1 and print df1. Let's run and see what output we'll get over here. So as soon as I run it, the output that we are getting over here is that you can see over here the data has been added, but again we got a warning over here that the frame.append method is deprecated and will be removed from Pandas in a future versions. We will be using concat method instead. So for the concat method, we will be talking about the concat method in our next session. In the upcoming session, not exactly the next session, but in our upcoming session. So we will be having a look at that. But right now I just wanted to talk about that how append method works. So if in case you hear append method from somewhere, this is how append works. But in future, it won't be there in our Pandas. So there are two methods by which we have inserted the values. The best method over here I would recommend is the one that where you can use the location over here. You can use location. That means you can go to the location at which you want to insert the values by using location and find its length, and then you can insert the values over there. Okay, now this was all about inserting the values, that this is how we have inserted the values. Now what if we want to delete some value? To delete some value, what we will be doing, we will be using the delete method over here. We will be using the drop method. If you remember, we have used the drop method that when we wanted to drop the nan values, we have used drop NA. Similarly here also we will be using the drop method. Let's have a look on how it works. So here I'll be writing df.drop, and let's say I want to remove index. So over here what all indexes we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to remove John's data, that let's say the John has left the school and David has also left the school. So I want to delete 0 and 3 data from here. Now to delete, what we will be doing, we will be simply writing df.drop, and here we will be passing the two indexes which we want to delete. So we want to delete, let's say, the John's data and the David's data. So John is on index number 0 and David is on index number 3. I want to remove them, and in place is equals to true over here. Let's run and see what output we will get. We will not get any output because we have not printed the data frame again. So print the data frame again. And as soon as we run it, the output that we will get over here is 1, 2, 4 and 5. That means the data on 0 and 3 has been removed from here. This is how you can remove the data by using the drop method. Similarly, if you want to drop a column over here, for that what we'll be doing, we'll be creating another data frame over here. For that we'll be writing df1. df1 is equals to df.drop. And what we want to do, we want to drop the hobbies from here. So I'll be writing the hobbies column. And here we will be defining the axis. Why? Because the default axis over here is 0, and we need to write the vertical axis over here because we are deleting a column from here. So we need to write the axis over here. For that I'll be writing hobbies axis is equals to 1, and after that we will print. In the print statement we'll be writing df1. Let's run and see what output we'll get. Let's remove this one. Let's just put this inside the comment, and as soon as I run it, the output over here looks like this, that from our new data frame the hobbies column has been deleted. This is how we can delete a whole column, but all you need to remember is that you need to create another data frame for deleting a whole column. Okay, so in a new data frame this will be deleted, and if you want to delete just a particular row or something, then you can use the similar data frame over there. Okay, so I hope guys that over here it is clear that how we can insert or delete rows in our Pandas, and here we have also discussed about deleting a column basically. So I hope this is clear to you. In our next section we will be talking about how we can deal with the missing data. Suppose if in our data frame we don't have values in the numbers, and then we have to deal with that kind of data, then how we can deal with it. We'll be learning that in our next session. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.